So, you're in the market for a new point of sale system and you've landed on Square. Smart choice. But now you're staring down 4 options. The big register, the classic stand, the portable terminal, and the new handheld. They all look capable, but which one actually makes sense for your business? Because whether you're running a coffee shop, managing a retail floor, or slinging pints in a beer garden on one sunny day we get a year, picking the wrong kit doesn't just slow things down, it creates friction where you least need it. Why this matters? Your POS is more than a cash register. It's the engine room. It's how orders get taken, how stock gets tracked, how teams stay sane during a 10-deep lunch rush. That clean-looking register on the counter, is it secretly holding up service? That nimble little handheld, can it actually keep pace when you're flat out? Square's ecosystem is flexible, but your setup only works if you get the right tool in the right place. Now let's start with the heavyweight, Square Register. This is the top of the range, a sleek all-in-one till with 2 screens, one for your staff and one for customers. No iPads, no mounts, no clunky third-party extras. It just works. The dedicated customer screen is what sets it apart. It handles tipping, email receipts, loyalty sign-ups, all without anyone awkwardly spinning a screen around. It makes the transaction feel smooth and, frankly, more professional. It's perfect for fixed location businesses, coffee shops, fast casual restaurants and retail stores that want a solid, elegant front counter. Downsides, it doesn't move. It's not trying to, and at £599 plus VAT, it's a serious bit of kit, but it's built to run the front of house, not be tucked in a drawer. Square Terminal. The terminal is the utility player, a compact payment device with a built-in receipt printer and basic POS functions, all in your hand. For smaller shops, salons, market traders, or anyone who needs to take payments and print on the spot. It's brilliant. It's also handy as a queue buster in bigger setups, when the line's just out the door and you just need to keep things moving. It comes in at around £149, which makes it very easy to justify, but there are limits. The screen's too small for building complex orders or managing back-end tasks. This is the handheld calculator of the family. Good for quick sums, not full spreadsheets. Square Stand. This is Square's most budget-friendly countertop option. The stand turns your iPad into a full POS terminal with payment taken through a built-in reader that swivels to face the customer. Now, if you already own a compatible iPad, it's a smart way to get a clean, modern setup on your counter without a big spend. It looks good and it feels like a proper till, not a DIY lash-up. But you're still relying on consumer-grade hardware. iPads weren't built for 12-hour shifts, 7 days a week. Over time, battery life and performance might lag. And since you're building the system yourself, cash drawer, receipt printer, scanner, it's more of a kit build than a plug-and-play solution. Square Handheld. Now to the newest option, and probably the most misunderstood, the Square Handheld. Now, this is not a phone with an app. It's a purpose-built POS device, rugged, mobile and designed for table service, shop floor sales and fast-moving environments. You get a crisp 6.5-inch screen, a fast barcode scanner, strong battery life and access to the same software as your register, meaning orders, menu changes and customer data stays synced. Your staff can take an order, split a bill, check stock and take payment right at the table. For pubs, cafes with outdoor seating, food trucks or mobile retail, it's a game changer. Now, the obvious compromise? No built-in receipt printer. It's built for a paperless workflow, text or email receipts only. At £399, it's a solid investment, but what you're buying is speed and flexibility on the floor, not just a payment gadget. The Square ecosystem. A POS setup isn't just the till, it's the full system. So here's what to know about the extras. Printers, the terminal has one built in. The others, handheld, stand and register, all need external printers. For kitchen orders or fast-paced service, an Ethernet connected Star Micronits printer is the most reliable option. Bluetooth might be fine on a quiet counter, but it won't cut it in a rush. Cash drawers. These are simple. They connect to your receipt printer and pop open when a transaction completes. No need for a Square branded drawer, just make sure it's compatible with the printer you choose. Barcode scanners. Built into the handheld and terminal, for register and stand, you can add a USB scanner if you're doing lots of product scanning. For retail, it's essential. For a cafe selling 5 items, you probably don't need it. Square's ecosystem plays nicely with its industrial standard gear, but planning your full setup from the start saves a lot of friction later. How to choose. So, how do you actually pick? Well, if you've got a permanent counter and high footfall, register is the obvious choice. If you want a modern looking till on a budget and already have an iPad, the stand gets you there. If you need mobility, receipts and simplicity in one unit, the terminal covers the basics brilliantly. If your team needs to move fast and serve anywhere, the handheld gives you the speed and freedom that a fixed till can't. And here's the smart bit. You don't have to pick just one. Plenty of businesses run registers at the bar, handhelds on the floor, and a terminal at the queue's edge. Square's tools are designed to work together, so your setup grows with your business. The best POS setup is one that your team barely thinks about because it just works. Square's hardware line is now broad enough that there's a tool for every role. Front of house anchor, mobile sidekick, queue buster, or budget countertop. So don't just buy the flashiest one, buy the one that fits how your team actually works. We've dropped links to all 4 products and the latest UK pricing down in the description. You can also scan this QR code to learn more. And we'd love to hear from you. What Square setup are you using and what's helped or hindered your team's workflow? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching.